The crowd's energy was electric as I stood at the free throw line, the weight of the moment settling in. MVP, MVP, MVP. The chants rained down from the packed arena in France, where I'd led my team to the EBA championship just a year ago. I skipped college to take this shot, and it had paid off in a big way. Now, I was about to take the court for the Minnesota Timberwolves, drafted 35th overall. As I walked out onto the court for my first game, the butterflies in my stomach were real. I dreamed of this moment for so long. The bright lights, the loud crowd, the pressure to perform, it was all sinking in. I took a deep breath, visualizing the plays we'd run in practice, the trust I'd built with my teammates. The game started, and I was in my element. I scored 12 points in the first quarter, sinking shots from all over the court. The crowd was going wild, and my teammates were feeding off the energy. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. I struggled with the speed of the game at times, getting into foul trouble and having to adjust my game. Off the court, I was navigating a whole new world. The media was constantly asking for interviews, and fans were recognizing me on the street. I'd gone from being a relatively unknown player in France to an NBA rookie overnight. It was a lot to take in. I leaned on my teammates, especially Anthony Edwards, who took me under his wing and showed me the ropes. We grabbed dinner at a local spot in Minneapolis, and he shared stories about the league, the players, and the city. It was invaluable. As the season progressed, I found my groove. I averaged 20 points and 11 assists per game, and we started to click. We had a stretch of 10 games where we won 8, and I was feeling like I was part of something special. But it wasn't all easy street. I had my ups and downs, struggling with consistency and facing tough matchups against the league's best defenders. There were nights when I wanted to throw my hands up, but I remind myself why I'd started this journey, to be the best.
Just to keep it going. We did a great job working together, working off of one another, staying with the game plan. If we don't get ahead of ourselves, we should see a lot more nights like this one. We're just scratching the surface of our greatness, Jennifer.
The recognition came sooner than I expected. I was selected to the rookie team for the NBA All-Star Weekend's rookie versus sophomore game. I couldn't believe it. I'd only been in the league for a few months, and I was already getting this opportunity. The rookie versus sophomore game was a blast. I scored 28 points and had 5 assists, leading my team to a win. But the real highlight was being on the court with the best young players in the league at All-Star Weekend. But it got even better. I've been selected to the All-Star team as a rookie too. I was ready. I always dreamt of being an All-Star, but as a rookie, that's something I never thought I would do. Surprisingly, I got a ton of minutes, and I made the most of them. I sank some shots, made some plays, and had a blast doing it. The crowd was electric, and I was just happy to be there. After the game, I talked to some of the veterans, and they gave me some props for winning MVP. It was cool to get their perspective and learn from them. I knew I still had a lot to work on, but this was a great confidence booster. I went back to Minnesota with a big smile on my face. This was just the start I needed. I'd keep grinding, keep pushing, and see how far this ride would take me.
Let's hear it for the NBA Rookie of the Year, Keion Tyson.
The Timberwolves made the playoffs, and I got to experience my first postseason run. We didn't make it deep, but I learned a ton and was already looking forward to next season. As the season came to a close, I reflected on the journey. I'd gone from an unknown player in France to a contributor in the NBA. I'd proved to myself that I belonged, and I was hungry for more. The off-season would bring new challenges, working on my weaknesses, getting stronger, and taking my game to the next level. I was ready. The MVP chants in France were just the beginning. It was time to make some noise in the NBA. I'm headed home. Just got off the phone with my girl. Crazy season, man, but I'm hyped. It's lit. I can't wait to see her. Switching gears, just talked to Mike, my trainer. We gonna get some work done this offseason. Come back stronger. Put some weight on too. Now, talking to Mark, my agent. I'm looking for a bigger role, maybe a new challenge. I heard there's a few teams looking for a PG. Gonna see what happens. I might go home. Man, the offseason's been flying by. I started off with some open runs, just getting my feet back on the ground, you know? I got some new kicks from the homie James Harden, worked on my handles, and just had fun with the guys. But I knew I had to get serious. I hooked up with my personal trainer, and we got to work. 15 pounds of muscle later, I feel like a new dude. I'm talking bigger, stronger, faster, the whole nine. I'm looking like a beast. Just got back from the FIBA qualifying game versus the Philippines, and bro, it was a wild experience. We took care of business, but it was tough. I had to adjust to my teammates, but I think I brought my A game. Got some valuable reps, and I'm feeling confident about our chances next year. Now let's talk about the Timberwolves. We've got a solid core, but we need to make some moves. Gobert's gonna test free agency, so we're looking at some possible changes. They might look to get some younger guys, maybe shake things up. As for me, I'm thinking about my options. I love Minnesota, but I'm open to wherever I can get the best opportunity. Free agency's gonna be crazy, man. I've got some big decisions to make. New York's calling my name. I mean, who wouldn't want to play at home? But LA's got some allure, and Chicago's always been a possibility. Then, there's this one sleeper team that's been reaching out. Gotta keep it on the down low for now. But it's a team that's got some serious potential. I'm taking my time, talking to Mark, my agent, and just weighing my options. I want to be somewhere I can win, grow, and make an impact. The Timberwolves have been good to me, but I gotta think about what's best for me. For now, I'm just focusing on getting better, staying ready, and seeing what the offseason brings. The grind don't stop, and I'm all about putting in the work. Let's see what happens next. I held a small little press conference to get a few things off my chest. There were some misconceptions about how I was going to handle my free agency. No disrespect, but I exceeded expectations, and my contract should reflect that. Testing free agency is what's best for me at this moment. I needed to let everyone know that, as I was growing tired of the speculation. I left the room already knowing what I was going to do. Man, it's been a wild ride in Minnesota, but it's time for me to move on. After a lot of thought and consideration, I've decided to sign with the Houston Rockets. I know it's a big decision, but I feel like it's the right one for me. To be honest, roster management was a big factor in my decision. I love Ant, and I'm going to be tight with him forever. But it's tough knowing Minnesota can't make the moves necessary to make the team better. I need a team that's going to be stable, that's going to give me a chance to grow and win. And with Ant being the only star, I didn't feel like Minnesota was the best fit for me. The Rockets, on the other hand, they're a team with a bright future. They've got a young core, and with Kevin Durant in the mix, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. KD's a future Hall of Famer, and to have the chance to play with him and learn from him, that's a dream come true. Plus, Houston's got a history of going to get great players, and I feel like I can thrive there. They're looking to build around their young talent, and I'm excited to be a part of that. I think we can make some noise in the West, and I'm ready to get started. Leaving Minnesota's tough, though. I had a great time there, and the fans were incredible. But when I think about my career, this is what's best for me. I'm gonna always be grateful for the opportunity I had with the Timberwolves, but I'm ready for a new challenge. Now, I'm focused on getting to Houston, meeting my new teammates, and getting to work. It's gonna be a wild ride, but I'm more than ready for it. Walking onto the court for the first practice with the Rockets, I'm hit with a rush of excitement. This is what I've been waiting for, a new chapter, a fresh start. I averaged just under 24 points last year. With the playmakers I have around me now, I know I can easily bring that up to 30. As I take my spot on the floor, I'm thinking about what this season's gonna bring. I'm expecting a lot from this team, and I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself to deliver. I've got big shoes to fill, but I'm ready for the challenge. I've been working hard all offseason, and I'm bringing a new level of energy and intensity to this team. I can't wait to get this season started. Houston, we're gonna make some noise, and we're gonna bring home that hardware. We got Sacramento coming up first on the road, so we gotta get to it. The energy in the arena was electric as I stepped onto the court for my debut game with the Rockets. And you know I was ready to put on a show. I remember thinking, okay, Keion, it's go time. When the game started, playing the passing lanes got us some easy baskets. I scored 27 points, pouring in shots from all over the court. Floaters, pull-ups, you name it. But what really got the crowd going was my 21 assists. I was finding my teammates open, and they were cashing in. We got out on the fast break, and I threw down a nasty dunk. I found myself open a few times and buried some threes. The Kings were trying to keep up, but we were in control. We ended up winning by 15, and it felt amazing. As I walked off the court, I was beaming with pride. My family, my teammates, everyone was hyped. Coach gave me a nod, and I knew I'd earned it. But as I looked up at the scoreboard, I knew we had more work to do. We've got a long way to go, but man, this feels like the start of something special. I've got to keep grinding, keep pushing, and keep leading this team to the top. This is just the beginning. We're going to make some noise this season.
Unbelievable effort by you tonight, MP. Disruptions, deflections, interceptions. You were wreaking havoc. Do you feel in the zone?
I felt ready. You know, we watched a ton of film on these guys between our coaches' prep work and my teammates' communication. It can look easy, but that's all hard work going on behind the scenes.
Well, paid off tonight, MP. Well done.
Yeah, it was supposed to, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome.